Happy birthday, Gerald. Midwest Night Watchers. Happy Earth Strong, bro. Sunday posted here at the shop that I jump on live and chat a little bit with y'all. See who hops on here. It's about to be noon in a few seconds here. Let's see. Update. What up, LIB? How you doing? The goats, the mountain goats. Monisha, Latchkey, what up? So let's see. There's a few things I wanted to chat about. One is follow up. We're supposed to do this follow up, and we were gonna go last night back up the mountain, but we were getting a little bit of drizzle out here in the city. So I figured up 5,000 elevation, it probably the weather probably wouldn't be too good. So and it was just gonna be one of my nephews and I. So we figured just to play it safe and hold off on that. But that's coming up soon. We're gonna go follow up and see where he got that thermal hit and try and figure out what that was. I ran it across Jonathan, buddy Jonathan, Western Bigfoot Exploration, and yeah, to even to me, I mentioned to Gerald, it looked like someone almost like getting in a sleeping bag. You know, that's what it looked like. And I sent Gerald a text, and then Jonathan sent me a text saying the exact same thing too. And I was like, whoa, you know, and like we honestly don't think it was someone out there in a sleeping bag. I don't know if I showed. I was on with Dr. Dennis Carroll the other day. That was a good show. Sorry, I was late. I couldn't believe that I had left the shop early to get to the pad and you know be ready for the show. And I get to the show and Gerald's texting me. He's like, "Hey, are you gonna jump on?" He's like, "Dennis is on live," and I was like, "Oh my god, those are like, oh, so some of my fears when you know doing a show with people is having something like that or having like some sort of hiccup while you're on live, you know." But it's all right. It happens, and yeah, even like right now, jumping on live, you always get a little nervous and stuff. And what's up, Digger Dog? Jackie, Carlos, como vai? Tudo bem? Bom dia, boa tarde. Que horas são lá em Portugal? É tarde? Practicing my Portuguese right there with Carlos, Skywatcher Carlos. Yeah, one day, I think, yeah, Portugal would be fun. Love to visit out there. Gotta definitely practice more of my Portuguese, and not Brazilian Portuguese, the Portuguese from Portugal, kind of like the Spanish from Spain. It's a little bit different. It's different everywhere you go. I'm sure in oh, é noite lá, boa noite. Uh yeah, all the different little accents of Spanish and Portuguese throughout everywhere. It's a trip. Mozambique. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, the subject, the thermal subject. So yeah, it could, you know, could it be Jonathan was mentioning, could it be someone out there cowboy camping? For sure, you know, it was it's Los Angeles and it's not far from major city. But once again, it was cold, and I was showing on Dr. Dennis Carroll channel, like my knuckles, they're all dry and cracked, and that was from that weekend. The cold, I was mentioning, it was colder than NorCal. My knuckles got all sore and cut up. That's how cold it was up there, and we were in tents. We were bundled up, and still were freezing. My brother had gotten a new sleeping bag, and the sleeping bag was only covering him up to the chest. He had to go return it a big five and got the right size now. He says he was freezing that night, and yeah, so I can't imagine someone just sleeping in a sleeping bag and having even their head just exposed, you know. And I'm sure people do it. You know, it's a lot colder in different places. I know we heard about the what are they calling it? The cyclone bomb or something up in the Pac West. It smashed through Washington, Oregon, NorCal, and we supposedly, I guess, are getting the tail end of it, which was last night. We got slight drizzle, and you know, if that was the tail end of it, that was ridiculous. But yeah, I would imagine at higher elevations, maybe even snow up there uh, at this area. Latchkey would know. I don't know. He's like in the foothills around there. Check this out. I'm gonna show you guys a little something, and I wish I could show you a little more, but let's see. Uh-oh, not there. Flip you around. Boom. Got blessed with a skateboard done by Dr. One. And Dr. One, there's some other stuff I want to show, but I can't just because he's really active in the streets. NCT crew. That's his little style. And man, I've seen him on my way up north, and he smashes all over Southern California. So it's cool to have that piece there. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Uh, Once again, that thermal hit, and for us to want to follow up, I should say something to you guys. So, and I'm thinking of doing obviously like a distance thing, try and see if we could locate that tree where the subject was, see if there's anything there that could point to what it might have been, who it might have been. And it's probably gonna have to be at nighttime, but we could use the night vision to do this. Just because we're here at work, and usually it's after work that we're able to at least get out like that, or we'd have to take a day off of work and head up there and do that. And I don't think that'll happen. But I keep saying but. Gerald, everyone, say happy birthday to Midwest Night Watchers. Send them some cakes and gifts. Hope you're enjoying the day, Gerald. It's not too bad out here, actually. It's a little, let's see how, it's kind of like this. There's always this weird LA haze, even when the skies are a little bit blue. And I'm sure it's probably fogged up. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I was thinking exactly that, which is perfect. That's the fog is, I up north, the fog gets real thick too, and it gives that squatchy vibe. I call it, and I was talking recently, even last night, someone was mentioning on the show that the feeling, it was Lee Stroud, just the feeling, and with Dr. Dennis Curl, I was talking about that. Like a lot of times, I could sense certain things, and a lot of us we dismiss those feelings sometimes, especially when you're with a group of people. You might be a little shy or whatever to mention how you feel, but yeah, no, I go by feeling 100, and a lot of times stuff happens when I go on these feelings. So definitely something to pay attention to. What's up, Roger? Who else is in here? Sean Saunders 420. So check it out. Sean Saunders, we're going to give him a wrench. Sean Saunders 420 has been by the shop, you guys. And I keep showing my mug, close up of my mug. Sorry about that. My little dwarf warts. Sean Saunders 420 has been coming by the shop. He actually came by the shop yesterday, hung out, and we've become pretty good friends so far. He actually knew who my grandpa was. There's Grandpa. Rest in peace, Grandpa. So Grandpa was a musician. I maybe talked about it before. Did a little bit of like acting too and stuff. And he knew who he was. And there's several people that I've ran into. I know Tina C. Knew Grandpa. Her husband was friends with Grandpa. They knew him pretty well. and there's a lot of people around here that remember him. So it was cool for him to come in the shop and actually he shopped, made some purchases, and man, we got to talk for quite a bit and caught up with all types of things. Uh, Connected with a lot of things. So big up, Sean. We even took a picture together. It was fun. And yeah, I invite you guys to come by, say what's up if you're in the area. And you could also shop. We will ship to you guys. So if there's anything in the shop you guys would like, we could get it to you. And we've done it before. We've even shipped out to the UK. I know Neil Warden. Haven't heard from you, Neil. Hope you're doing well, man. Heard you are. Made some purchases, and his stuff got to the UK on time, and all good. So, the Bud, what's up? We had some buds right now. We're gonna have some more in a bit. Cheers. I got the podcasting gear with me here, and I've been figuring it out. I just want to like set it up properly, and obviously financially it's a little tough. There's things you got to purchase, or things I want to purchase for it. I'm looking into I seen the 360 Insta. They got a camera for computer streaming, gaming, and stuff, and I was checking those out. So I'm looking, and then the evil Black Friday's coming up, so might have to take advantage of that day and try to upgrade on, or try to cop some gadgets here. Yo. Yes. So the subject keeps coming back to me. Trip out on this. A lot of weird little connections that hopefully I remember everything, because I wanted to go live last night while it was fresh in my mind. But so when we went up to the mountain last weekend, come to find out, one of our customers was up there, and I don't know if they were camping, but he had sent my brother a message, because my brother's posted some pictures, and he was like, "Hey, you guys are up there?" He's like, and he recognized my truck, and he confirmed with my brother, and he sent my brother a message on those posts that he made, and he was like, "Yeah, we were up there." He's like, "Yeah, I see you guys." So it was trip, and then so he comes by, and I was like, "All right, someone trip out on that, right?" And so I was wanting to get a hold of this guy to ask him, see if he experienced or seen anything, and that. So he came by last night to shop, and I got to pick his brain a bit. And he's been going up there a long time, and him and his wife go up there regularly just to hang out at this particular spot. And so he shared actually a story of, I was asked him, you ever experienced anything weird up there? He's like, "Yeah, dude, one time, he used to go up there when he was young, and he was coming down the mountain." Maybe we could get this guy on to tell the story. My brother asked him to. And they were coming down the mountain, and they ran into some weird guy, and this guy was shining bright, he said. And hopefully I won't get in trouble for telling his story, but I'll let him get into the details. But he said it was super odd. Kind of made me think of the Count of Saint Germain stories out of Mount Shasta, something like that. I was thinking, but yeah. So I told him about what had happened. We showed him the thermal footage, and he thought it was very super odd. He thought, we kind of explained the area and everything, and yeah, he was pretty puzzled and surprised. So yeah, we got to get back up there, and it's gonna happen sooner than you think, you guys. So hang tight there. We're on this. And if you don't know what we're talking about, it's check out the last couple videos that have been posted. I also remixed the video from oh man, I'm gonna mess up on his last name, but it's Peter Santorello. And he does these videos on YouTube where he travels around. And as of late, he was up in Humboldt County, my beloved Humboldt County. And it was super cool because we've recently done trips up there. Check those videos out; they've been posted. Went to the Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot site and other areas, surrounding areas, looking for the Sasquatches. And yeah, it was very fun. And we also did a trip in July. So if you go further back into the videos, there's more there. So he did. There's a musician there, and it's funny because Eric from the Bigfoot the Willow Creek Bigfoot Museum, had sent me a video because we've become pretty good friends as of late, and you can see him in some of the videos. Uh, he sent me a music video out of Humboldt County, and I forget the artist's name. Super cool guy, and it just showed so much, and we're really touched by the video because we love Humboldt and we love NorCal, right? And I shared that in the community page. If you go down, scroll down far enough, you'll find it. And so Peter did a second part, and some of the people in that first video of Peter's of Humboldt, I recognized. They were going through. They did the farmers market in Arcata, and my queen's mom used to do the farmers market all the time. She up in Arcata, she sold bread, and so she knew a lot. We knew a lot of the farmers and people at the farmers market and in the community up there. And one of them is our mushroom guy up there is Mycology Mike. Shout out Mycology Mike. I seen you up in Peter's video and just recognize a lot of places and faces. It's super cool to see that. It was the same thing even with the Murder Mountain documentary on Netflix. A lot of places I recognize that, that it was based basically in our hills there. And just a lot of familiar faces and stuff there too. So a second part dropped yesterday. I think it was Saturday. Peter dropped a second video, and they did Hoopa up in Humboldt County, which is right in those areas that we've been exploring and camping out and squatching, Bigfooting. And man, they interviewed Inker, and I've been mentioning Inker because one of the No Go Valley videos is where Inker and Survivor Man Les Stroud did the Bigfoot Willow Creek. They call it Willow Creek, but it's very far from Willow Creek. It's near more Bluff Creek area. And that was an awesome that was an awesome episode, you guys. If you haven't seen that, Survivor Man Bigfoot Willow Creek, and that's with Brother Inker. And I forget how, I think it might have been through Bobo. I forget how I got put onto Inker, and Inker is from the Hoopa people there, and has had his Bigfoot experiences, and he's been on Monster Quest as well, explaining his experiences and talking Bigfoot and Hoopa and all that. And David Politis touches even his last video, Can-Am Missing Project. David Politis always touches on Hoopa and that area up there. And he touched his last video. He was talking about how him and a buddy of his were up there bear hunting, and all of a sudden everything went silent, and how that happens in Bigfoot spots or paranormal spots and stuff. So the Hoopa tour, they were doing the tour with Peter. I think it was Inker's nephew that was giving them the tour. And at one point, they interview Inker, which was good to see Inker. And I got to interview Inker too briefly at the time. This is years back. And I found him along the Klamath River right there in the Hoopa Reservation. And I was like, what are the chances? Here's Inker. But, I didn't want to just pop up and point the camera at him. But we got to talk Bigfoot, and he told me about some of the Hoopa legends and stuff. And he was showing me some hills there he told me at the time they used to be dragons, and now they're hills. At the time, I was like, what? But now that I look into, I've learned about Mud Fossils University's work, and where he shows a lot of geological structures that used to be giants and creatures and and all that came back to me. I was like, oh, the dragons, the hills, I get it now, so totally believe that. And the nephew at one point, they're at a lookout overlooking the Hoopa Valley and everything, and Peter asked him about little green men or something like that, and then he talks about the little people that they know about up in that area and the Sasquatch. So I remixed that peep it out. It's in the shorts, but I recommend peeping out Peter's video, and that I shared in the community page. So, yeah, super cool stuff, all related to that area and more Cali Bigfoot stuff. So last night, and I should have jumped on Bigfoot Society because Jeremiah was having his call-in show where you call in people who have Bigfoot experiences and stuff. And thank you, Jeremiah, for making me a moderator there. And it's funny, speaking of moderators, I've been a moderator on certain channels, and I've been removed from being a moderator. I know Carl the Crusher, I was chatting with you yesterday, pretty cool stuff. We're talking psionics over on your premiere yesterday, and check him out. He's doing some far out stuff, and I don't know, dude, I'm pushing you again about the Sierra situation, so let's get up there and do that. You said not to push you about that. If I wanted to see the boogeyman, we could get up there. Let's do it. I know Jonathan, Western Bigfoot Exploration. Sorry, I gotta say that because then if I say Jonathan, you guys aren't gonna know who I'm talking about. But got to check out that site and got to talk to Justin. And if you guys don't know about the Sierra situation, it's the situation where this guy supposedly off some baby Bigfoots, and it's a weird story. You could see the documentary there's a documentary and stuff on YouTube, but yeah, pretty sad. Once again, kind of reminds me of the Patterson situation where they talk about that it was a massacre, right? So who knows, man. But Jonathan's been up to the site, and yeah, I'd like to go with Carl, or I know Jonathan's down. Eventually maybe we might do that here soon, coming up in the following year. Who knows? What's up, Jonathan? Let's do it. Mark, what's going on? You guys could tell I had some yerba mate this morning. I'm like flying, blah, 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 and I had to talk. What else? And I'm glad I'm remembering a lot of this stuff. What else did I want to touch on? We're going to be sky watching right now to go see what's going on. Latchkey Hustle, you guys, share you guys' channel. I always recommend, I always think that you guys know and follow each other. Latchkey Hustle is doing amazing work on sky anomalies, UFOs, UAPs, call it what you like. You guys share links if you got a channel. Carlos got another sky watching channel as well, you guys. Shows a lot of strange stuff, anomalies and stuff too. Sky weather reports out of Portugal. Yeah, Latchkey. And man, I'm telling you, Gustavo, la bombilla. He popped out. He could put the mate bombilla emojis. So if you don't know, mate, yerba mate, the Argentinians, Brazilians love it, Paraguay, South Americans, they drink this herb called mate, and it has caffeine in it. I'm not big on caffeine, but sometimes I need that little boost, and I've been doing it as of late. And he put the emoji. It's funny. Mom's Venezuelan, so we eat arepas, right? And they got arepa emoji. That's super hilarious. Pray for Venezuela and the people. All this weird stuff going out here in the States too. I've been hearing a lot of the propaganda and the stuff happening, and I'm sure some of it is happening, but I don't believe everything, and it's wild, man. Just got to pray for that country. Our country is, of course, as well. Pray for us, U.S. Yes. There's a couple other things. Let's see if I could remember them, but hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Happy Earth Strong, Gerald, once again. And I actually had a recent Earth Strong / call it birthday out in the Caribbean. My Jamaicans, that's how they say it, in a patois style, man. Yeah. Happy Earth Strong. Bless up. Yeah, I recently had one. Scorpios. I don't know if Gerald, I don't know when the Scorpio line cuts off. I don't know if you're Scorpio or Saggy, but I've recently, I know Heidi Pop had a birthday recently as well. Happy Earth Strong. And several others. There's a bunch of Scorpios I seen as of late that were repping their. Oh, Saggy, it's all good. So you're up there with my brother. My brother's coming up next too. So all good. It's all love. Yeah, man. Jamaica. Yeah, been out to Jamaica. Got to get back out there. Trinidad too. I really like Trinidad and Tobago. Another cool island. I miss going to Puerto Rico. My family got to go this year. I was up in Bluff Creek. So next time. 11 thumbs up and 11 in chat. Check that out. Little screenshot. Get your 1111 on, y'all. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Enough love. Scared silly. Wagwan. Yo, Latchkey, we need to link up, man. What's up with Rob G? Where's Rob G at? Seems like he's been busy. You guys, I appreciate the support. And things are coming. Things are coming. We'll be doing a lot more talks like this as soon as we get the gear going. So yeah, did I talk overlays, and there's all these little things you can set up for your live stream and stuff, and I want to be able to do that. And there's options of free stuff out there too. So we'll be taking advantage of that, but there's some cool stuff that you got to pay for. So we're going to save our pennies. We're saving our pennies for this camera. And I don't know, we're going to be needing new tires here soon. That's going to be a kick in the, you know what. Treads are getting super low. Yeah, some cracks. It's all right. Look at these guys. X. It's horrible. Like, yeah, it looks cool, but listen to me. Whew. We'll see. Bro should be pulling up. Haven't heard from him, but oh man, all day Latchkey. You know how it goes, man. Let's see. Just saw his doctor for the first time last week. Oh no. Oh yeah, you're talking the Sierra situation, Jackie. Yeah, it's super. Yeah, it's horrible, right? It's like, man, but you know, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm totally open on meeting the guy. And we'll see if that happens. I mean, I'm not counting on it, but it's been talked about. You know, these situations have been talked about around camps and campfires in certain circles and stuff. It makes you wonder. Oof. Stormy in Portugal. So yeah, let's see what else. I actually got a clip of some anomalies. Maybe I'll post it today. It looks like two Mylar balloons together, and they're just kind of swaying around, but they're going against the wind. You know, it's some of the typical stuff that we see around here. And I don't think they're balloons, but they're kind of flopping around. Weird little shape, silver in color. Maybe I'll share that with you guys. And Latchkey will probably find something in the sideline. See, Latchkey Hustle he's got the eagle eye. He'll look at your video and you'll have whatever the anomaly is. And I'm like pointing my hand out and zooming closer at my face. Sorry about that. And he'll find stuff on the sidelines. There's a lot of stuff on the sidelines. He also sent me an interesting timestamp from the No-Go Valley of this weird creature on the side of a tree. I don't know if you wanted me to share that, Latchkey, but I haven't, posted that or anything, but I'll mention it because I think it's something there. And once again, I've talked about the Hoopa legends up in that area. They talk about this giant skeleton that supposedly walks around the meadow area. There's from what I understand from what I heard, from the guys, and who knows if it's true, but this thing looks like that. It kind of looks like that. It's weird, right? That's exactly what it looked like, man. So if I ever get a hold of Inker and them, I definitely have to show them that. Anyway, I won't hold you guys up too much longer. Gonna keep myself busy here. I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out. You guys stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll be in touch, y'all. One love.